Good day to you, my wise and beneficent master.
Ah, greetings to you, my meek and humble minion. What brings you before me today?
I was just wondering if you would.
What the fuck is going on here? Who is this stupid G.I. Joe looking cunt?
Fuck you, asshole. I'm a tier 1 operator.
Now, children, calm down.
You suck.
Fuck off, you faggot.
I'm gonna bitch slap your cracker ass.
Cash me outside, motherfucker.
Enough! Look, although you've brought me some good stuff recently, I've not been happy with your level of toadying. So I brought this guy in to give you a little bit of competition. Now, his first assignment was to find me something, and I want to see what he's got for me.
Well, master, this is the best that I could do at such short notice. I hope you find this offering pleasing.
I cannot fucking stand people who suck up to the boss.
Right, let's see it then.
Ever shared this? Or this? Nothing like a good reaction gif, right? But you've probably noticed the most popular ones are of black people being dramatic. This is digital blackface.
Oh, lordy lord!
Blackface is when a non-black person uses makeup to blacken up. Minstrel shows depicted black people in all sorts of negative ways. They were mocking, demeaning stereotypes, and they exaggerated black people's facial features and their expressions.
Yes, indeed, she is correct there about the traditions of blackface. Blackface as a form of entertainment started to become popular in the United States in the early 19th century, and then kind of spread out from there. It became immensely popular in the UK for some reason, right through until the late 70s, when the TV show, the black and white Minstrel show, in which the entire cast performed in blackface, was finally cancelled in 1978. Although there have been a couple of other times on British TV where people have appeared in blackface, usually in comedy roles of some description. For example, the Are You Being Served Christmas specials of the late 70s and early 80s featured a character in blackface, as did, I think it was either Little Britain or League of Gentlemen. I can't remember which one off the top of my head at the moment, but that featured a character in blackface. But the tradition, or the theatrical or entertainment tradition of blackface, has pretty much completely gone due to the connotations of racism. However, being as that it's basically been gone now as a form of entertainment for 30, 40 years, it tells you something about how our society has moved on. So for this to suddenly become important for some reason, basically people going on, online and using black GIFs and black emojis and things like that, it just seems weird. It seems like one of those manufactured problems. It wasn't really a problem, but somebody's cottoned onto it and, made a big deal out of it because they, need to get the attention. So, let's continue.
And digital blackface is the 21st century version of that. White people using GIFs to perform some kind of exaggerated blackness.
How does she know that every time a GIF that features a black person is used, that it was a white person using it? Is this bitch spying on us or something? Or is she just making a bullshit generalization like dickheads like this usually do?
Not to mention that she's saying that only black people can perform exaggerated facial expressions here. You do know that everybody's capable of doing exaggerated facial expressions and stuff, or is it only black people that are allowed to do that now? If so, then your objections to the entire concept of blackface are invalid because, according to you, that was the entire point of blackface.
And that's not all. Let's talk about white people using dark-skinned emojis.
Well, why don't we talk about black people that use inventions and gadgets that were created by white people, or living in countries that feature predominantly white people as their population? I know what you're getting at here. You're trying to subtly suggest that all white people are racist, which seems to be the go-to thing these days for black people when they want to claim victimhood. But unfortunately, this one's going to fail because you're going to go down the route of cultural appropriation here, aren't you? I bet you are. I just fucking bet you are.
This is a form of cultural appropriation.
Predictable as fuck.
paying little respect to someone else's culture and using it however you please.
The concept of cultural appropriation has to be one of the biggest heaps of horseshit to come out of the regressive left, since the concept of cultural relativism. Societies and cultures have always borrowed, adapted, and used aspects of each other in order to solve problems, make new discoveries and to grow. If cultural appropriation didn't exist, we would all still be living in caves.
So what's wrong with white people posting these GIFs and using these emojis?
Absolutely nothing, in the same way that it's not wrong for black people to use anything created by a white person or to adopt aspects of what is considered to be white culture.
Well, black people are not here for other people's entertainment.
You are, most certainly not.
We're not symbols of excessive emotion.
Why? Who said you are like? Oops.
And we aren't here to make you look more sassy, more sexy, or more street.
So you're stereotyping black people as being cool, sassy and street now, are you? That's a really good way to voice your concerns about stereotyping.
We don't want to be seen as having two-dimensional personalities.
So stop taking insignificant things and then making them out to be the end of the fucking world then.
Let us decide for ourselves how we wish to be perceived.
You already have that right. That is why we have hip hop, rap, gangster, West Indian and Caribbean, Nigerian and many other cultures of black origin who manage to get on just fine in the West without the need for whining about cartoon pictures on the fucking internet possibly being used by white people.
Now, I'm not saying you have to be black to post these GIFs.
Yeah, but you have though, because the entire point of this video was to complain about white people using GIFs featuring black people to stereotype them, subtly implying that white people are racist. Now, if you're saying that you don't have to be black to use these GIFs, then you're saying that it's okay for white people to use them, so that completely invalidates the whole point of your fucking complaint.
But what I am saying is think about what you're doing.
Yep, thought about it, I'm doing nothing wrong, not being racist, and to be honest, if I use GIFs or emojis or clips of black people, I would have thought you'd be happy about that rather than me using white people exclusively all the time and being accused of being a white supremacist. You're probably disappointed that you can't accuse me of being a white supremacist like, but you know, tough shit.
Ask yourself why you're always drawn to that GIF or that emoji.
Usually because it fits in with whatever context I decide to use it in, unless I find a better one.
So that's my view. But what do you think?
I think it's a fucking disgrace that the BBC produces shit like this, paid for by the public pocket. People say that they're going to start refusing to pay the TV licenses and they end up with somebody knocking on the door trying to extort money out of them with menaces and threats of legal action and stuff like that. But they want the money just to produce shit like this.
So Master, did you enjoy my humble offering?
No, I fucking didn't. It's pissed me off.
Ha 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 ha, you useless twat.
I don't know what you're fucking laughing at either. You're both for it, you little bastards.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.